But joining me now, former Conservative MP Michael Fabricant, to discuss points that Robert Jenrick made. Michael, really good to talk to you. Lovely to see you. Robert Jenrick, he seems like a very strong character, probably would make a very good leader for the Tory party. What are your thoughts on his speech? Was he right with the comments that he made, in your view?
Yeah, I think he was. You know, you asked the question, very reasonable question, actually, why didn't the Conservatives do it anyway, deal with the EHCR? And he wanted to do just that. He actually quit the government because he didn't agree with what was being said by the Home Office at the time. So he certainly got integrity. Now, the question is, if we are going to return people straight away, will we have to leave the European Court of Human Rights? And I think he's saying that if it is necessary, we will. But, you know, the Germans and the Spanish are also now saying that they're getting pretty fed up with some of these rulings. So maybe they will make changes as well.
Because it does seem that everyone, you know, the Holy Grail is this wonderful ECHR thing and everyone wants to be... It's like, well, hold on a minute. It was drafted many, many years ago when what is happening now was not happening then. So everything needs to evolve.
And not only that, Nana, you know, it was drafted, I think, 1948, 49. The British were, in fact, instrumental in this to ensure that there wouldn't be anything like the Holocaust again. And, you know, the EHCR was there to ensure that things like Srebrenica, when the Serbians attacked the Bosnians, shouldn't happen again, though sadly it did. It certainly wasn't there to tell the British, for goodness sake, of all countries, you know, how to behave when people come illegally into the United Kingdom. I always remember the phrase used by William Hague, which is that we should be a safe haven, but not a soft touch. And there are legal ways for genuine asylum seekers to come to the UK, but not those people who just simply want to take advantage of free dental care, NHS, and all the rest of it. Whether we'll have to leave the EHCR, it may not be necessary. As I said just now, maybe the Germans and the Spanish and others will make changes, or maybe we can opt out because the Danes have opted out from part of the European Court of Human Rights, so they're not dictated to by them as to who they can have into the country and who they can't. So one way or another, though, it is an issue that's got to be addressed.
It does. Now, your thoughts on the candidates that are running for election, for leadership election. So we've got Kemi Badenoch, we've got Robert Jenrick, Tom Tugendhat, James Cleverly, Priti Patel, Mel Stride. I think Mel Stride has sort of ruled himself out already.
Has he?
Well, I don't know. I think so. I thought somebody mentioned that. I think he's a 33 to 1 anyway.
So news.
Is it?
Here on
it
News.
Nana Akua. She's totally wrong. He's still there. No, but he's 33 to 1. So looking at that, I think he's quite an outside potential anyway. But what do you think? Who do you think would you like to see leading the Conservative
Party?
Party?
Well, it is difficult. I mean, I do like them all. They're all friends of mine. But no, I'm a Robert Jenrick fan because at the end of the day, when he saw that the government wasn't doing enough, you know, to deal with the asylum seekers, wasn't really tackling the European Court of Human Rights, he had the integrity and the strength of purpose to say, you know what, I can't be a member of this government any longer. And I respect that sort of thing. I think that shows genuine belief in what he really believes in. And he's quite right to say, you know, this is not what the British people want. I voted for Brexit. I was an enthusiastic member of the Brexit support gang when I got elected to Parliament in 1992, even though the phrase hadn't been existed, because I believe in the sovereignty of the United Kingdom. You know, we're a separate country. We can't be dictated to by outside bodies. And the European Court of Human Rights is an outside body. And as we both agree, Nana, it wasn't set up to deal with issues like this. And now you've got sort of late-night judges just deciding to make a name for themselves. No, the Supreme Court in London should be the Supreme Court, not the European Court of Human Rights, certainly not on this issue.
Yeah, but it does seem, look, we had options to do things when we left Brexit. We didn't do any of the things that would have benefited many of the businesses. So I just sort of see this and think, well, even though we're out, of the EU, and the Conservative Party could have taken advantage of so many things,
well, we
and
got
they
distracted.
didn't. They didn't.
Yeah, Nana, you're spot on, actually. You know, we should have done so much. Look, partly we got distracted by COVID, but also there was a substantial number of people, some of them, yes, my friends, but people I disagree with in the Conservative Parliamentary Party who were opposing any changes like loosening up certain laws which would have made Britain more like Singapore. And don't knock Singapore, by the way. They've got the best education and health systems in the world. But we could have really, we've still got the potential to do it, by the way. But Labour's certainly not going to do it, as we already can see. They're going to strengthen up trade union laws. But the Conservative Party should have taken the opportunity to do it. Instead, we wasted our time getting rid of Boris Johnson, you know, and then a huge fight over whether it should be Liz Truss, or then they got rid of Liz Truss. I mean, my God, the last 2 years were a shambles. And frankly, and this is the first time I think I've said this public, we deserved everything we got. The only trouble is the British people have now got the Labour Party, not Reform, and I don't think anybody's going to deserve what's going to happen in the next few months.
Where is your great leader, though? I mean, he might not be, you know, you are looking for a new leader.
I've been in the
Well, nobody's saying anything, though. The party have literally remained silent after this awful, what's happening to the country. You know, Keir Starmer's literally got a free hand. He's doing whatever he likes, which, of course, he's got a massive, 154-seat majority. Of course he can, or 158-seat, I think it is. But anyway, he's doing what he wants. It's recess. Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where is Rishi? I don't know. I guess what he might be doing is saying, let's let the potential leaders of the future Conservative Party, and you listed them all, maybe one of them has ruled himself out, maybe not, but maybe let them have their say. They're certainly not getting much publicity, I must say. In fact, funnily enough, Mel Stride has been particularly vocal, and well done for him. So I'm interested to hear that you're saying that he's ruling himself out.
Well, when I say that, what I meant was that basically he's on a 33-1, so nobody thinks he's going to win. But these are the odds.
I was 500 to 1 for leader. I was 500 to 1 for leader, and I hadn't even put my name forward.
Well, that's probably
why.
I'm
not even an MP now.
Listen, Michael, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much. That is Michael Fabricant.